Hello and welcome back. I am the Muted Goat. This is episode 12 of my Let's Play Civilization 4 Realism Invictus playthrough as the Incans on a giant Perfect Mongoose map. Alright, so when we last left off, we took these two Hungarian cities and have, for the most part, crippled the Hungarians, I'm going to say. They still have, looks like 3 cities left. And this Visegrad city is decent, but I'm not going to be very worried about that. I'm going to see how this culture plays out in Budapest. We might have to declare war and take this Visegrad city in order to make these other cities viable, but for now, this is kind of, I'm thinking, going to be more of a peacetime episode and just get caught up on research if we can. So, speaking of research, get that up to 60%. Let's get our workers down this way to improve lands, or improve our new lands. We're about to get gold here. Once that happens, I'm going to drop this culture to 0, and hopefully none of our cities are mad because they have a new luxury resource. All of our cities going to windmills here have caused them to be hungry, it seems. So I need to here. It's not good for commerce, but it's good for production, which we're changing into research right now. This place is stagnant, but we can do better. I'd like to grow them up to their happiness cap if I can. This place has priests for some reason. No priests. We'll do scientists, and we can probably... This place is going to be okay on food. So I'm going to change some of these to cottages, because they're not even using their fish and they still have a surplus of food here. But still want to grow them up to their happiness cap. Alright, here we go. A priest and a merchant don't make sense. Let's get your food going. Yeah, let's get commerce. They'll grow up one more. Okay, 2 craftsmen and a merchant. See, they are shrinking. So we need to borrow some tiles from neighboring cities. Stagnant's fine because they're at their happiness cap. We'll do a scientist and a craftsman here. We're doing merchant again. Scientist. They're shrinking. Use your farm. Still shrinking. Stagnant. We'll need whatever technologies give these windmills more food, or maybe send them back to Incans. Growing here. I didn't mean to do that. Let's get back to Niani. No scientist then. Let's get on that. Rome's looking pretty good. I have 2 craftsmen. I'm going to go 2 scientists, or 1 scientist and a craftsman. Once I get universities, I can add another scientist, specialist. This here. They're going to have a surplus of food as well. This is doing a great artist, which is okay because they have cultural pressure. Here they're shrinking with 2 craftsmen. They're getting fishing dock here shortly. So let's grow. They have a food and happiness cap issue. Okay. Couple craftsmen here. They're growing at 10 food. Right. And these are our newer cities. So we need to do just avoid unhappiness and unhealthiness there. Okay. Alright. Now we're set up to grow at the most we can, and then yeah, just get as much science going as we can here. Alright, we got education next too, which will help.
Poison is in everything, and no thing is without poison.
We don't have any of the resources to do these distilleries. We have no alcohol on our continent right now, as far as I know. Unless there's sugar up in these jungles. Which there are not. Okay, got our 2 great generals. Budapest is about to get out of this resistance here. Once they do, that's when we're dropping our cultural. Gonna turn some of these back into Andans, specifically for this city. Everyone else seems to be doing okay. All the other cities. Greenery, they do have food issues. Okay, what was this? It's a farm. Sahelan. Russia's friendly with me. So I guess I'll just say, yeah, let's get this war started. The Sahelan are so weak, I don't have to do anything about it. like, this is their city. They've got 1,000,000 skirmishers and stuff. And I have no interest in actually taking this city. It's not a very good spot. And I just don't want to right now, I guess. Okay, next turn's when Buddha becomes, or will expand its culture onto the gold. Okay, jeweler works. Drop this now. Make sure that doesn't make anyone mad. Yep, I think it worked. And we can pop our research up to 65% now. The Egyptians are getting like gunpowder. I don't mind that they're ahead of us in technology right now because I can use tech transfer to help my research. Just make sure they're not. I don't think they're going to invade us with their stack of skirmishers. Okay, here's City Square. Check out Budapest. They got the pyramids. Did they get any other world wonders? Okay. And the pyramids is obsolete for me now anyways. We wouldn't use it because it's like a pagan wonder. It's already a farm. I might have to change the improvements around a couple different times down here, just depending on what culture I can actually spread. Secrets of sanitation were stolen. That's annoying. Aztec civilization has been conquered on a different continent. Just curious, like, the Russians wanted me to declare war down here, but they haven't brought any troops. There's a jeweler to help with happiness. Okay. Let's get some of these paved roads going. know, the people of Budapest are starving because we don't have enough tiles to feed them. That's kind of right about Egyptian culture. Just taking here, I underestimated how much culture this Visegrad would have. But I think we should be able to push against that pretty quickly here. Okay, not a whole lot else for the workers to do down here at the moment. The peace deal with the Hungarians is
The university
ended.
brings out all abilities, including incapability.
Okay. What can we get from tech transfer? That will help us. Let's see where we want to go. You know, optics works. We eventually want to get to... Now we're getting into the, like, kind of the Renaissance era here. And a Carrick. We want to get to shipyards. So we can actually explore the oceans. Monastery, let's do like a courthouse. And we can change all of these into universities. All of our research cities. And yeah, once we get Carricks, and we can send them out and explore the rest of the world. Grocer. Harbor. Okay. Okay. Let's just declare peace on this war. Get free 130 gold. It's not bad. The Russians aren't doing anything with it anyways. And they'll be happy that we declared war in the first place. It's theater there. Buddhism spreads in Carthage. Oh, okay. That's a Roman city. Dutch civilization has been conquered, and the other continents they're not messing around. With separatism on, though, and revolutions on, all these civilizations that get conquered can come back eventually. Thwarted a spy. University. I'm going to build just some levies. Just have some irregular troops. Good. Now I lost a mine up here. Get this hooked back up. Secret to Stirrup got stolen. Of course. Get more news on Hinduism.
One doesn't discover new lands without losing sight of the shore.
I'm just doing a couple levies in all these cities that only had one defensive troop there. Just have 3. Just to provide some resistance, because we're getting in the era where people can now just drop a stack along the coast from overseas. So just have something there to provide some resistance while I can maneuver my army around to help defend. And these irregular troops cost way less maintenance than normal troops, so. Great merchant. Quito, is that their first or second levy? Just their first. The great merchant can build a glassworks here, which gives us happiness, which is nice. I still need another levy.
The alchemists, in their search for gold, discovered many other things of greater value.
We got sulfur popping up near Bach and Zombathli. Okay. That's actually kind of a bummer. It's right there. That was our link to spread the irrigation, so we're going to have to destroy this town and build a farm there. You know what? Don't destroy it. Let's just get this sulfur and leave that one there. So I don't really need excess gunpowder for anything. I could trade it, but I don't know if there's anyone I'd want to trade gunpowder to. It's one of those very strategic resources. Looks like adding those levies did put a little bit of strain on my economy. Courthouse. Yeah, let's get some more cultural buildings. Hinduism news again. Yeah, don't worry about that right now. Drop the research right now so we don't eat up all of our gold. Alright, Egyptian spies. They're supposed to be our friends. There's the National University.
God from the machine.
Not even really close on these two spots when it comes to culture. The Mayans must be really pushing their culture. This is going to be the point of the game where if incredibly weak civilizations ask us to do something for them, we steal all their gold. And because we stole that gold, we can bump our research back up. Most advanced. Yeah, none of us are showing up there. Sure. I'll do open borders. Why not? Budapest just really needs their culture to push out. They just need more tiles. They got great tiles all around them. Alright, shipyards in 17 turns. I think that'll
to the Middle Ages, the two
move us to
worst
the Renaissance
inventions of
era.
humanity. Romantic love and gunpowder.
Can we build that doctrine? We cannot. We can upgrade all of our catapults to cannons, though. So let's do all gold for a turn. Everywhere that's building research can do these arsenals. Means any new gunpowder troops get some experience. Okay. provisional government removed from Budapest, but we have so many troops there that they won't go into any type of revolt. Courthouse. Actually, let's do this Buddhist stupa there. I'll give him 50% culture. Budapest is going to be the one that needs culture the most. Arsenal. Research. One of our prominent young noble ladies has fallen in love with a Hungarian nobleman, and they are to be wed in the Buddhist tradition. I have no desire to improve my relations with the Hungarians, so I'm just going to do the one that's free and has no impact. Oh, here we go. We got contacted by someone else. The 13 colonies, Americans, Abraham Lincoln. There shall be peace in time. They do not want to do open borders. Okay. And we got a great merchant, too. Where's their boat? Don't know. Okay. We have a great merchant. I'm going to save that and send it on one of our carracks. And hopefully do a trade mission with one of these overseas places. So 13 colonies, you can see, are Taoists, and they are below score in us, which is, I guess, a good sign. They're not happy with us, probably because they're Taoist and we're Buddhist. We have pushed a little bit more culture with Rome here, where we need to get some workers up there to take care of that land. Okay. This game's about to get a whole lot bigger. Just with all the new civilizations we're about to meet. And we no longer will be the big dogs. Espionage. So Hungarians, I can drop my weight down. Drop the weight down on those two as well. And I'm going to do it up one on the Americans. They don't want to do open borders with us anymore. That's fine. Okay, next turn we get shipyards. And that puts us in the Renaissance era, which
A
could
ship
make
is
some of our
always referred to as
cities
she because it
angry,
costs
now that I'm
so
thinking
much
about
to
it.
keep one in paint and powder.
Okay. We can do clockwork. This gives us those clock towers, which are pretty nice. Caravan jeweler. Alright, it didn't put anyone into unhappiness, it doesn't look like. Alright, let's build carracks in all of our coastal cities that are currently doing research. Alright, that's all of them. Looks like we'll have about 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 5. That should be plenty. Gotta drop this down again. Alright, let's go explore the oceans. I'll have this one kind of go down and to the left. I'll have this one go kind of up and to the left. And we'll have 3 on these sides, so we'll go up to the right, up to the middle, up to the... up to the right, right to the middle, down to the right. Philosophy was stolen. Carrick. Tax office, do harbor. You kind of go up, I guess, up to here. What's the westernmost point of our continent? Because these Carracks travel the fastest on coast. Let's get this one right out into the ocean. They travel much slower in the open ocean. But the point is that they can travel on the open ocean. Alright, so the Americans are researching scientific experiment. Okay, this is our middle one, so we'll just get them right out there. Pretty exciting. Well, here comes another one, the Arabians. They are not happy with us. They're Taoists again, too. There shall be peace in our time. They'll do open borders, though, and we accept. Because we can get tech transfer from that. There's the Buddhist stupa there. What other cultural buildings can we do? City Square. Alright, and this one's kind of going down. Oh, I see coastline over here already. So there's like two things we're going to be looking for. We're going to be looking for uninhabited land, except by, you know, like barbarians. And then I want to see where these other continents are. Let's research. So everyone that we meet that is worth anything, we're going to wait 2. And then all the like kind of insignificant civilizations that we might come across, we'll wait as 1. Okay, so this is uninhabited, it looks like. And the first thing we see is mountains, crabs, and some copper. I'm kind of looking for like resources we don't have. Oh, here's an American ship.
I must govern the clock, not be governed by it.
Okay. Printing press. So we get some tech transfer probably from the Arabians, and this gives us an extra commerce in our villages and towns, so we will do that. These clock towers are kind of hilarious. They'll be the things that just get destroyed by espionage, basically going forward. But they're super cheap to build, so not the worst thing in the world. Like, I'd rather that happen than have, like, gold stolen. Okay. There is a barbarian city, Navajo, and they have wine. And then here's hemp, too. And that's, like, not a bad spot around here either. Alright, so already some of this stuff is pretty exciting. The chances are slim since the other civilizations got a head start, but I also want to try to circumnavigate the globe. That will give us +1 movement on water for all of our ships, and we'd be the only that only goes to one civilization, so it's kind of like a wonder in itself. Yeah, there's going to be a ton of barbarians. The city, like, it looked really cool at first, but it's just surrounded by mountains. It's not the best city. But the key thing is the wine resource. Okay, about to get a bunch of clock noises. There's barbarian ships. I don't really want to tangle with them because I want to explore. Okay, here's the Ming Empire. Taoists again. There shall be peace in our time. Do they want to do open borders? They do. Do open borders with all of them. And where's Ming? Got about 5 more minutes left in this episode. There's another barbarian city. Okay, we're the ones who found the Ming. Here is one of the other continents. Alright, just straight to our right. And who's this? The Malacca. They'll do open borders, but they're not a very strong civilization, it doesn't look like. Clock tower. Okay, I can do nothing more for their culture. Alright, what have we found here? Which one are we? This is just a random... Okay, that's that same continent, I think. They just have a barbarian city on their continent. What is this? This looks like another uninhabited continent, maybe? Oh, I guess we have 99% chance to beat these, so just take them. Okay. Another continent kind of straight to our north, it looks like. Well, let's keep them going west. And we've got something up here, just a mountain. Solo mountain. power here. And this is the French. Are they on this continent? Okay, so it's not an uninhabited continent. Oh, all right, let me finish this turn. I'm actually going to call it an episode. I got to gonna end it like a minute or two early. I got something I need to do. So, but we will continue our exploration in the next episode. And yeah, the game's about to get a whole lot different, I would say. Because we got to decide, do we try to colonize some of these uninhabited continents? The answer is almost certainly yes. We got to get the ships that can get troops there first, obviously, but we will see. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.